ASP.NET Programming, Student Database Example. Namespaces used are given. Select New from File menu and select Project. Select Visual C#. Select ASP.NET Web Application. Select the location. Type your project name. Create the project. Select an empty template. As we have created an empty project first, we will create a web form. Right-click on the project name in the Solution Explorer and add a new web form. Give a meaningful name for the form. This is the source of the web form created. This is the design of this web form. This is the body of the web page created. Now we will design the web form using the toolbox. We will use HTML table for designing this web form. Drag and drop HTML table into the body of the web form. By default, the table contains 3 rows and 3 columns. In source HTML table looks like this. TR tag represents row and TD defines a standard cell in an HTML table. Go to the design of the web form. Modify the table as per our requirement. Different modifying options are available for the cells. Adjust the table cells and add different components into the web form as shown. Adjust the size of the components and design the web form. ASP.NET allows the users to create controls such as user control, and user control can be considered as a separate reusable part of a page which can be used in different locations. Now add two web form user controls, one for header and other for footer. Right-click on the project name in the Solution Explorer and click Add and select Web Form User Control. To add images into the project, create a folder as shown. Go to the project folder using File Explorer. This is the folder which we had created from the solution. Copy the images to be added. Go to the solution and right-click on the folder name in the Solution Explorer. Paste the copied items. Images are added in the folder. Go to the design of the footer user control and add a standard image tool as shown. Go to the properties of the component and update the image URL. Image is updated into the design. Now adjust the size of the image. Similarly, update the design of the header user control. Now drag and drop these user controls into the web form. Execute the project. Stop the execution. Redesign the elements of the web form by adjusting the size of the cells and components. Again execute the project. Stop the execution. Create click events for every button in the web form. Double-click on the button in the design to create button click method. Response redirect is used to redirect the control to a specified page. To see the working of this, add two new web forms from the Solution Explorer. Now give response redirect in the respective button click methods. Execute the project and verify the output. Stop the execution. Write the code for adding the text box content into the list box. Again execute the project and verify the output. Now write the code to delete the selected item from the list box here. Execute the project and verify the output. Now we will create a database connection. Namespace system.data.oledb is used for database connectivity. Copying the code to create the database connection. Type or paste this code in the page load so that the database connection is created while loading the form. Server map path shows the database used. In the project folder, create an access database with table student_tb with the fields as shown. Here I had simply copied the file for saving time. Here connection object is added to the application object for future use. Copying the code to add a student into the database. Type or paste the code here. Call this method in the button click event of the save button. Execute the project and verify the output. Names are saved. Code is used to load already stored database connection. Each element of the list box is stored through iteration of same algorithm. Copying the code required to load all the names from the database. Type or paste the code in the click event of the load button. This code clears the items in the list box. Code to load already stored database connection. This is the query to read all items from the database. This is the code to retrieve all data from the database table and store them into the data reader. Iterate this code to fill the list box. Execute the project and verify the output.